Hello and welcome along to another big edition of Greyhound Gold. David Short and Leah Ernest with you. Aloha, how do you do this week?
Howdy, Shorty. Very good.
Nice to be catching up with you again and looking forward to a big weekend of chasing again. Of course, the road to the Phoenix is alive and well, of course, this Saturday night. First and second out of the All-Star Sprint will be the first two greyhounds to go through the qualification process. How exciting, Leah?
So exciting, especially because the qualification process goes all the way up to December. So we've got a lot to look forward to.
We have indeed. Let's go back to last Saturday night. One of the greyhounds that may well be in contention went around in a heat of the Group 2 All-Stars in the road to the Phoenix in the early stages here at Sunset Toxic out in box number 7, who gives a lovely cut across over for Momentum. You can see Mambo Monelli through on the rails, just starting to push through into third position down the back straight, but Momentum looming large in the rear view mirrors there of the leader, and Momentum goes a whooshka turning for home. The Fairy Floss runner takes over and away it goes. Sunset Toxic sticks on pretty well for second. Mambo Monelli for third. Historic time in fourth, but in the end another stunning victory for Momentum. 5:49, 18:36, 29:62, best of night, won by 4 1/4 lengths. Congratulations to Cozzy D'Agostino. Momentum is one of the absolute stars of WA chasing right now, Leah.
He is, Shorty. I think he'll be the one to beat in the final this weekend.
Looks to be a super chance there. Let's get down to the business of finding a few winners for this weekend. Going to have a look at Mandurah Friday night to kick off proceedings. Race 9, number 8, Barriles. This greyhound named after the motorbike rider. Winner 8 of 15 to this point in time, and I love it drawn off the track here out in the Fairy Floss. It's the Pretty in Pink, the Molly Ringwald, the Fairy Floss is out. Get for the cotton candy because Barriles will be getting the job done for us here. Won a similar race from box 7 2 starts ago in 22:66. I think it gets all the room it needs early to show that customary early dash, roll to the top, and from there they're going to have to be very good to run down a Barriles. Race 9, number 8, and sticking with the Fairy Floss theme with race 11, number 8, Incredible Ninja. Now this greyhound ran a slick 22:87 around about 6 or 7 runs ago from a wide draw over the 405. This is over the shorter trip, but the key is the wide draw. This greyhound likes to use plenty of the track, and I think in this sort of race, which is not overly strong, we should be able to get a nice run out of Incredible Ninja using those ninja skills to perfection. And we'll see if we can get the job done. I think it'll be a value play too. We should be able to back it on an each way basis. Race 11, number 8. A little bit of Fairy Floss for both the best and the value play for Friday night at Mandurah. Leah, over to you. Your best bet on Friday night?
I'm sticking with the Fairy Floss as well. A Pretty in Pink, race 1 right at the start. Number 8, Bravo Monelli. Now likes to use the track a bit, just like your value bet there, Shorty, so we'll appreciate the wider draw. And is not super quick early, but will charge home late, so keep an eye out for him, and can also clock sub 23 seconds, unlike the majority of this field. So Bravo Monelli is my best bet in race 1.
Like it. It's raining Fairy Floss down at Mandurah. Of course, we had the amazing lolly buffet a few weeks ago.
How could I forget?
Oh, exactly right. Still on a sugar rush from that particular raid that you had there, Leah. So first 3 picks on the program today, all about the pink rug. That will change though here with your value play.
It does. I'm going for race 6, number 4, Harper's Hero. So I'm tipping in heat 2 of the shorts. You're so popular, Shorty, they named a race after you.
Oh, nice work, Leah. Yes, they haven't, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
And of course, in this heat, Stanger Moose is engaged, and I'm tipping against him, so I think it's a pretty bold move.
That is bold.
He will likely come out as the favourite. I mean, 10 wins now over the last 11 starts he's had, so
Amazing.
He is on fire. But Harper's Hero, I think, is a good each way tip, and is not super quick early, but could be a benefit to avoid any potential collision in the early stages drawn on the inside there. And yeah, one to also keep an eye out on in the concluding stages of the race. So Harper's Hero is my value tip.
It will be charging home. This greyhound's been racing really consistently,
Really
Leah,
good form,
so
yeah.
if anything's going to beat Stanger Moose, it may be Harper's Hero. One thing's for sure with Stanger Moose in this race, it will be some serious value.
Well, I'm actually not allowed to tip Stanger Moose anymore because every time I have tipped him, he hasn't come through. So the Turners have told me I was not allowed.
That's some
and
feat.
then what
That's some
happens?
feat,
He
considering
wins
I
like
know.
9 in a row. So I will take some credit for that, actually.
Fair enough. Yeah, you can take all the credit. I'll tell you what, the Moose himself deserves a pretty special pat, though. What an amazing run he's been on. He's a star canine stanger moose. We love him. Let's get into Saturday night chasing at Cannington. As we touched on the feature, the second biggest sprint race of the year here in WA, the All-Stars final, and now with the added incentive of the first two over the line being in with a sniff at the Road to the Phoenix and getting that all-important slot aiming up towards the Phoenix, $750,000 to the winner. Hooly dooly. That buys a lot at the lolly buffet, doesn't it?
It does.
Let's get into some winning bets, though, for Saturday night. I'm going to kick off here with race 3, number 5, Unsee This. Now, this greyhound has had 14 starts, track and trip, 6 wins, 5 placings. So the numbers speak for themselves. Really consistent canine. Hasn't probably been going to its top the last few, but to be fair, has stuck some really awkward draws. And I think while box number 5, first thing you look at, it's not ideal on paper. The key is off a little freshen up. It's had about 5 weeks off now. I would expect Unsee This to really ping the lids fresh on Saturday night. And from there, a greyhound that's run some very quick times here at Cannington, I don't think they'll be running it down. So fingers crossed. I'd love to see this dog back into the winners list for the Shane train. One of my favourites here in WA. It's got a bright future. Let's hope to see it back to its best. Saturday night, race 3, number 5, Unsee This. And my value play comes up, and this is a bit of a crossover. I just thought the depth of this race, race 2, number 2, Escapology, that we'd actually get a reasonable price about the dog on this Saturday night. So the fact that it is running hot and it's phenomenal stats, track and trip, 9 starts, 5 wins, 2 placings over the 380. It loves the place, and I think it'll be jumping right up on top of the speed, and it'll take a power of beating. Hopefully, I thought it might start when markets open at least somewhere between sort of 3 and 350, and I think that'd be a value bet given the quality of the dog. There's some good opposition here. It's not going to be a walk in the park, but I'll stick with it. A race 2, number 2, Escapology, as my value play. It's actually, though, Leia, your
my best. So it's just confirming everything that you've said, Shorty. My best bet is in race 2, number 2, Escapology, for all the reasons you mentioned, but her speed and this draw will pair perfectly. Plus, she's in the same litter as Firecloud, who is engaged in the Group 2 All-Star Sprint, and that litter is doing some great things at the moment. So Escapology is my best bet. Shorty.
I like it. We've teamed up there, and I think we're getting a good price about your best bet. I thought, around that 3 to 350 range for a dog
Strong
that's
field, yes.
running hot. It's going to be a great race, but we're cheering hard for the Czechs rug. And what about your value play Saturday night?
So my value player, I think, will be coming out at value because he's going up against some tough dogs. But race 1, number 4, Ghost Raptor. Now, record over this track and distance, 8 starts, and has found the podium 7 out of those 8 times. So I think if you want to put him on an each way basis, you're pretty safe there. Prior to his last start, he had an excellent run from box 6 to take out Watch Me Sizzle, who is also engaged here this Saturday, and I think will be the likely favourite in this race. But he has come up against him before and come up victorious, so I'm hoping he can do it again. All
right, so getting into the Ghost factor there on Saturday night with Ghost Raptor. Ever been on the Ghost train, Leia, at the Royal Show?
No, actually, my dad tried to convince me, and I threw my show bag at him, and I told him no, but in a not very nice way. I was little, and I was very scared.
Yeah, okay, so no to the Ghost train, but yes to the Ghost Raptor this Saturday night.
And Ghost to the Shane train with your tip as well.
Good. Go the train. Yeah, I see what you've done there. See, working the Ghost and the train. Oh, it's outrageous work from you, Leia. Very nice. See, the rapping skills coming to the fore. Very sharp on her feet, this young lady. Now, if you're sharp on your feet, you'll be trackside at Mandurah or indeed Cannington this weekend, because there's no better spot to take family and catch up with some mates for a night out, Leia.
And also at Mandurah for Melbourne Cup on the 2nd of November, Shorty, $60 a ticket, and they are booking up quick, so definitely get onto that. You have a DJ, sweepstakes, all the betting facilities, and a buffet luncheon, plus prizes for best dress, so get amongst that as well.
That is a proper day out. Good luck to everyone heading down there to Mandurah for Cup Day. Getting quick to avoid disappointment would be our advice, I'd suggest, because it's always one of the more popular days on the calendar each and every year. Leia, the Road to the Phoenix this Saturday night. It's all happening. We're going to be here for the Dogs WA doing some coverage trackside, so make sure you tune in and follow us on Twitter at the Dogs WA. We'll catch up with some of the key trainers going into the big race on Saturday night, and then post-race, what does it mean to them to be alive with a slot potentially for $750,000 to the winner? It's life-changing stuff, Leia.
It is. And we only have one Greyhound in WA to hit that $1 million prize money. So that makes you, well, you come close to Tommy Shelby.
Well, on track to getting right up there, ladies and gentlemen. Fingers crossed, we'll be following it with great interest over the next 5 or 6 weeks. Leia, we've done it again, believe it or not. That's been another big edition of Greyhound Gold!